Welcome to Sunday, October 26th, Open Gate Show for tomorrow's race night. Good night. It ain't easy to please people. It ain't easy to do the Open Gate Show under the circumstances. But the love of horse racing, a true horseman, and one who is trying to deliver projections that would help entice new fans, new owners, and new interests into our local horse racing in Jamaica. I dare you to experience the taste of Jamaica's pure pride Jamaican bottled water, pure water. The Open Gate Show endorses pure water because of its taste as well as of the help it has given the Open Gate Show in the past. The show also projects the health protocols that would limit the spread of the COVID-19 virus, and that is wearing a mask, practice social distancing, and sanitizing your hands. And surely you need to keep hydrated. And what else to drink but pure water? Ask for it in supermarkets, shops, and outlets. If you don't see it, demand it next time. I would encourage Open Gate Show fans on YouTube to encourage others to subscribe. It's free to Open Gate Show on YouTube. Jason Acosta drew nil. His horses didn't run as was expected. Today, Saturday, he was in Laurel, Maryland, with a horse that he entered into a 100,000 stake race. The horse sold 72, but finished down the track. I'm sure Jason will be back in Jamaica by tomorrow. Very interesting Trainers Championship. Jason Acosta has been inching away. The reigning champion trainer Anthony Eunice is struggling to find what it takes to regain his lead. What has happened to Further and Beyond goes to show that nothing is certain, especially in horse racing. And I am saddened that connections of Further and Beyond, including Team Eunice, had that mishap by a jockey, Chris Dean, having issues with one of the stirrup levels. Calculus looked looked better than before, and was fortunate to have won the race. I must say, trainer Gary Sobrati has made a spurt and has sold somewhat on the leaders and will have quite a number of horses tomorrow that could get him back into a credible position to be part of the top two trainers at the end of the year. The Open Gate Show wishes Team Acosta, Nunes, and Sobrati all the best. Jordan Wayne was projected by the Open Gate Show on its page, and there was quite a number of critics. But what impresses me about Jordan Wayne, as I mentioned on the show last Friday, was he ain't a good looker. He's big and long and, well, I don't want to say more, but he has speed, and it's really impressive that a horse that built that way has so much speed. I also emphasize his breeding, his dad and his mom lines. And of late, his dad's Cheols are doing very well. Before that, they weren't. We need good horses at Caymanas Park, and I should commend the owners, Rome, of Jordan Speed, of investing their money to help boost our horse racing fraternity. I should also applaud people like Glenn Mills, Ian Passard, and James Chen, as well as Ewan Elliott, and Mr. Otis, I don't remember his surname, in California, who was brought a stud here by the name of Wanna Be a Player. I can tell you, looking at that stud, you wouldn't want to go near any of his offsprings. But surprisingly, his offspring looks very, very well. And I'm thinking that, this stud is going to surprise a lot of people. Anyway, a stud is only a good stud, well, a good stallion, I should say, when their offsprings are doing well. The greatest example is Secretariat, one of the greatest horses. Some say he is the greatest horse. Yet his progenies weren't much. His fillies who turned mares and went to the breeding shed did exceptionally well. But on the racetrack, Secretariat's prodigies didn't do all that well. The air in his sail. Oh, incidentally, Jordan Rain was trained by Wayne Acosta. And when he got ill, the horse moved to Ian Passard. 8 and 9 entries, yearlings and 2-year-olds, will be in the sale Wednesday, November 24th. And I would encourage you to go and try to get a good horse. Horse racing is fun. It gives you a thrill that is incomparable. Don't mind the promoter with their initial start by pleasing the punters and highlighting, projecting big money wins, etc., while the purse money stays very low. I'm very optimistic that Team Sharp, or I should say Team SVREL, will increase the purse money next year so that people's investment can be at worth. If they don't, then we're in deep trouble. Why? It's a punter's world. It only takes 9 races for a pick 9 and 2 pick 6s to make the promoting company happy. And I'm not really criticizing in a negative way. It's a fact. And not because I'm highlighting that fact means that I'm anti-SVREL. A horseman's concerns are far different from the promoter's concern, as well as from the punter's concern. A punter only wants to see 9 races, to have the pick 6s and pick 9. The promoter only wants to see a big turnover in the pool. A horseman has to suffer the consequences of paying the bills, of maintaining their horses, of buying fuel too, come to deal with their horses. Everything is rising in costs, doubling, tripling, going up, except the purse. Our love for horse racing is as such that it seems not even matter. We only want races to run here. Anyway, let's hope that good will prevail next season. 9 races, very tough races, I should say, tomorrow. And, good luck to all those who will be trying to pick 9 and pick 6, because it won't be easy, that I can tell you. Post time tomorrow will be 12:05 for the first race for native bred 4s and up. It's a non-restricted maiden condition race, 11 entries. Number 1, Prutologist. Lost it all at the gates last twice. If he breaks better tomorrow, he can take photographs in the winner's enclosure. Number 4, Nadan, had fair support in last 3 starts, yet not much was seen. Number 8, Cupcake. When will Cupcake be served for supporters? Well, at least she's consistent. And the race is, well, the class that she's in is getting easier and easier. Let's see tomorrow. Number 9, Oh My Goodness, stablemate of Cupcake. Got stable support in the last 2 starts, so something positive was seen. And Oh My Goodness could be part of the lower exotics. Number 1, Prutologist. Number 8, Cupcake. Number 3, Bad Boy Theodore. Number 4, Naidan. Number 9, Oh My Goodness. Second race, 5 furlongs round, 1,000 meters round. It's for native bred. Well, it's a native bred 2-year-old male special weight race. 8 starters, 4 debutants here. Number 1, Awesome Rich. Can't see why he won't improve. Well, he should at least be in the top 4. Number 2, Rapunzel, ran 3 times all second place finishes. Was head-on for second with number 1, Awesome Rich, and got the better of that one. Let's see who's better comes tomorrow. Number 3, Infinito, a debutant, born the 2nd of June. Well, this is a late bred. It's a base fitted by Silent Valor, out of Selena by Seeking the Glory, breeder Peter Walker, owner Winchester McIntosh, Delaware Robinson, the groom. This horse will debut with Visor and the figure 8, Robert Halladine, ran for Winchester McIntosh. Infinito will need time. Number 4, Pericula, another debutant, will be debuting with Lasix. Born on 9th of April, base fitted by Solwara of Milestone by Vanadium, breeder Everglade Farms Limited, owner Monique Azan, the wife of trainer Richard Azan, and the sister of Robert and Christopher Pearson, and the daughter of veteran trainer Noel Eniver. Particular is groomed by Kirkland Samuels and Jabari Patterson, who rides. Coming along each week, but we'll need a few races to show what she has. Number 5, another debutant. He's one of 2 debutants here for the Maestro, Philip Fiani, OD. This one was born on 1st of May, base fitted by Savoy Stomp, out of Ladylike by Distorted. This is the half to Action Ann. The breeder, Nicole and Vincent Henry. Owners, Nicole and Vincent Henry. The groom, Denver Thompson. O'Neill Mullins will ride for Philip Fiani, as I mentioned earlier. Need Philly, who has shown good dash at exercise and looked capable of handling these first time out. Stablemate number 6, Power, another debutant, born the 16th of February, Chestnut Court, by Bali, by Fit Fox, out of Warfront. Lakeland Farm is the owner and breeder. This horse was born here in utero, in Spence rides. Youthful utero bred horse who could get on the board. Number 7, Fly Messenger Fly, most race horse in this field. Number 8, Maggie's Boy, will do a bit better. Could get into the lowest segment of your exotics. Number 5, Baby Like. Number 6, Power. Number 2, Rapunzel. number 1, Awesome Rich. Race number 3, and this race is a small field, is it? Yes, 9 entries. No, sorry, what am I saying? Race 3, it is a small field. 8 entries, they go some furlongs off 1400 meters. It's for native bred fives and up. It's a restricted allowance races for horses who have not won 3 races. Number 1, It's All I. Last 3 races were good, but that was when sprinting. Has not run much good races without the blinkers. The blinkers is off, so I'm off, especially if It's All I going this far. Number 2, Sweet Medicine, coming off a break after that big win on last 30th of April, going 7 furlongs, won all by 8 1/4 lengths, pulling away from Divine Lexi and Funky Fashion. Number 4, Thunder Strike, ran 2 good races after a series of very poor displays. Well, it's obvious she's back to herself, and Anthony Thomas, he is taking the call for tomorrow's engagement. Number 5, Sweet Surprise, consistent mare. Number 7, It's a Beautiful Day, stretched out and showed her ability on the 27th of September, going 7 furlongs, a similar trip to tomorrow's, and was up with the leaders and stayed on to be third, 2 3/4 lengths to Berry Boy and Thunder Strike. Well, Thunder Strike is here once again. Number 7, It's a Beautiful Day. Number 4, Thunder Strike. Number 5, Sweet Surprise. Number 2, Sweet Medicine. Sweets. Race 4. All right, this race has 8 entries, quite a number of races tomorrow with 8 entries. It's for imported children up who've never won 3 races, and the native bred trios and 4-year-olds who've never won 4 races. 1500 meters or 7.5 furlongs. That's the journey. Number 2, Burn Notice, won by a large margin on last. That was on the 16th of October. Just approximately 9 days ago, going this very trip of 7.5 furlongs and pulled away effortlessly to win by 9 1/4 lengths, beating Iron Eye Links in Sweet Majesty. At this, well, I mentioned that this trip is capable of doing well again to be in the top 3 or 4. Number 3, Daddy Jones, vastly improved Great Colt, who continues to improve, well, at least at exercise, and can win again. Number 4, that's Labaika, or Labaicha. Very small filly who has a big heart. Continues to be taken to task on the exercise track. Has a lot to find to overcome number 3, Daddy Jones, who bettered her by 7.5 lengths when they last met going a mile. Number 6, Dunn Street, was 2 lengths behind Further and Beyond on the 29th of November, going 7 furlongs. And had Oyster Mass 4 lengths in third at this approximate distance. If Focus, Dennis Street, can or should run well. Number 7, Regal and Royal Good Sort, who comes back fresh and fit, even though beaten 5 lengths by number 8. I Am Fred will be a different horse this time around and will be finishing much closer to I Am Fred, or could even be in front. Number 8, I Am Fred, working better than ever and faces Daddy Jones again after finishing 6 1/4 lengths to that one on last in third. Top 5, number 3, Daddy Jones, number 8, I Am Fred, number 7, Regal and Royal, number 6, Dennis Street, number 1, Burn Notice. Any one of those can win. We go to race 6, and race 6 has, well, it's not a small field, but, well, it's bigger than the last. We have, what is it, 9 starters? they'll be going 2 turns, 9 furlong 25 yards or 1,820 meters. This race is for cheers and up. It's an optional claimant race, 300 to 40,000 with nearly about 6 years and up, who've never won 4 races. Number 1 Radical, stage string 2 OK displays since coming off almost a 3-month respite. That was sprinting as well as for in the 250,000 claiming tag, up in tag and distance. The distance is my concern, as his present status ain't alike what it was in the past to get this 2-turn journey. But this field is suspect field, so maybe Radical could prove me wrong. Number 2 Kingswood should be a likely non-starter. Number 3 Whatever won over this distance in the lower tag on the 15th of September, when at 11 to 1 with a length in front of mine and just an isotope. Number 8 riding with the mob was in front of this horse the last twice they met. Number 4 Nala's Bushman gets Shane Ellis again, although in a new barn. This gelding had all 4 career wins over this distance of 9 furlong and 25 yards. Number 5 Carolando getting fitter now, and Anton Thomas takes the call. Carolando should be a factor in the middle order of your exotics at least. Number 7 Rockaway fits well with these, and he has betted the top ones here on 2 occasions. So Rockaway for the informed stables of Gary Sobrati should be the likely one to get into the winner's enclosure. Number 8 Radical Mob changed stables via the claimant route after 53 career starts at Fitzgerald Richards stable, and now is in the Freeman's barn. Has tested the 2-turn distance more than 3 times, with 1 second place finish, beaten by number 4 Nala's Bushman. Then number 9 Ivan Lexi had number 4 Carolando only a length and a half behind on last, and I'm expecting Carolando to finish in front of this one tomorrow. Number 7 Rockaway, number 5 Carolando, number 3 Whatever, number 9 Ivan Lexi, number 8 Ride with the Mob. Race number 7, 5 furlong straight or 8,000 meters straight. 11 declared. This is for children up, optional claiming 250,000 with native 6 years and up, who've never won 4 races in their lifetime, as well as native 5 years and up, who remains a maiden. Number 1 Cats Rigger run on to score a very, very long overdue win against Lesser when going 1 furlong less than this race. Tomorrow, it's 4 furlong straight race, drawn on the inner, and that should take care of that one. Number 2 Papa Albert seeking a hat-trick of wins for 3 different connections. Surely a fit horse, but will have to be at his very best to win this one against better. Number 3 Blue Attitude, very consistent mare who faces nemesis number 5 Number Theta, number 8 St. Michael, and number 11 Talented Tony K. Overall, they've had her beaten 98% of the times, but new trainer Gary Sobrati has this one, and he normally does well with new recruits. Number 5 Mama Sita, speedy mare who batted number 11 Talented Tony K and number 3 Blue Attitude. The last time they met, that was on the 28th, is it? The 20th, yes, of August, going this trip of 5 furlong straight in the 250,000 tag, and led all the way to be half a length in front of Talented Tony K, and Blue Attitude was a length and a half behind Talented Tony K. In third, I've won 5 of her last 8 starts. That's very good. And finished less than 3 lengths in the other 3. Very consistent. and really looks handicapped to win this race. Number 6, Balazzo, was once uh, won once rather in 5 starts out the straight. Hasn't raced in almost 4 months, but has been more frequent on the exercise track than, well, for a long time. This horse has not been on the exercise track um, as much. Trainer Alfred Brown should do well as he has a good team at his barn. Number 8, St. Michael, was narrowly held by Blue Attitude on last, yet will have 57 kilos for whatever reason. Can still be competitive for a top 3 slot. Number 9, Sacrifice, interesting entry who could factor in your lower segment of your exotics. Number 10, Big Paul, was up with the leaders on last. That was on the 19th of October, 5 running straight, but weakened to be 5th, 9 lengths behind Mother Nature, Smoky Topaz, and Storm Princess in the 450,000 claiming class last week. Come now for in a 250,000 claiming tag. Well, was beaten by both Blue Attitude and St. Michael out this course in distance on September 4th. And Big Paul ran 5th. Not sure he can overturn these two, but must be considered for trainer, the reigning champion trainer, Anthony Nunes, to try to dig in and to regain that lead before the end of October. Number 11, Talent Tony K, was almost twice the amount, well, won almost twice the amount of races than all here. And will run good, well. Robert Aladdin again rides, well drawn. Top 5, number 5, Mamacita, number 3, Blue Attitude, number 8, St. Michael, number 11, Talented Tony K. And to a lesser extent, number 10, that's Big Paul. We go to, is it race 7 or race 8? No, it's race 7. Race 7 is a race that we need to look at very carefully for reasons that, it could be very, very tricky. Incidentally, I think I've made a mistake. I've left out race number 5. How could I leave a race such as that? Okay, let's get to race 5. Let's go back a bit. It's for Native Trios. It's a maiden condition race for horses who don't finish first, second, or third. 16 horses were declared. They go 6 rounds or 1,200 meters. Number 3, Queen Adele gets the Cardenas after 2 fair runs with first-time visor. Number 4, Paraiso, looks the speediest in this lineup, and that advantage could do it, as she was the closest to Cruella than all here who ran in that race. Number 5, All is Vigorous, got support on last, 92, and going to a more shorter distance. Almost Vigorous could be penciled for this race, and I'm expecting a very good run from this one tomorrow. Number 6, Fearless Man, another who got much attention in the tote, 6-1 on last, but showed nothing. Was in front of number 5, All is Vigorous, 2.5 lengths, when they reverted to the curve. Number 7, Legal Opportunity, showed some speed, but flattened, leaving the furlong point to be 4th, 6.5 lengths behind Catawba, who bettered quite a few of these horses here. Number 8, JJ's Warrior, could get a low exotic spot. Number 9, Prime One, was only 1.5 lengths behind Paraiso after breaking slowly out the gate. in September, going this very trip of 6 furlongs. That race was won by 100 Bunch. Prize was 1.5 seconds second. Prime 1 was 1.5 lengths behind Parizo after breaking slow. Her 2 subsequent starts weren't near that third place finish. So this could be another that is penciled for this race from the Gary Sobriety camp. Number 10, Little Groovy Thing, ran consecutive 4th in last 2. Number 12, Sticky Don, looking a bit better since its last race. I don't expect this horse to win, but it's a possibility that this horse will get into your exotics at very good odds. Number 14, Hayo Primero, showing consistency in last 3. Don't expect him to win though. Number 16, Traditional Boy, the second entry for Trainer Gary Sobriety in this race. This horse must not be taken lightly tomorrow, as he seems to be biding his time. It could be tomorrow. Number 4, Parizo. Number 16, Traditional Boy. Number 3, Queen Adali. Number 5, Always Vigorous. Number 14, Hi-Ho Primero. Race 6. That's the race that I think I have already mentioned when skipping race 5. All right, I go for a short break, and when we get back, we will decipher the last 3 races. Welcome back to the Open Gate Show. Remember to ask others to subscribe on YouTube for the Open Gate Show. We will get first-hand knowledge in what's happening with local horse racing as well as Jamaican horsemen all across the globe. Back at the penultimate race, race 8. For trails and up, it's an overnight allowance race. 12 starters, 5 furlongs straight or 1,000 meters straight. Number 1, Hair of Fire. Recently staying stable from Michael Marlowe to Ryan Darby. Number 2, Capture My Ship. Coming off a 3 month hiatus. Don't expect this horse to win. Not looking all that well to capture the ship to get into the winner's enclosure tomorrow. Number 3, another Unknown Soldier, consistent mare who should be part of your exotics. Number 4, Jumbo Boy, won 5 or 6 career starts with the figure 8. And it's on tomorrow after a very long time without it. Jumbo Boy can figure in the top 3 if focused to do so. Number 5, Ras Emanuel has been running to his credentials. Loves the straight and gets Omar Walker, who won aboard his horse when he broke his maiden out the straight. Number 5.
Check out KD's Vehicle Headlamp and Restoration. Our headlamps are fine sanded, buffed, and 9H coated with a 2-year guarantee. Price starting at $4,500. Internal restoration and modification starts at $8,000. To make an appointment today, call us at 876-824-6186.
Number 6, Excessive Force, the 12th of June, over a mile. Awesome Treasure is looking fit and focused when seen. Number 9, Loose Ball, 57 kilos. It's too heavy to be considered for a win, even though scoring a good victory out this route on the 4th of September when pulling away to win by 3.25 lengths as a 75 favorite, beating Money Monster and Raw Liquid. Number 10, Sparkle Diamond, coming back from his 6th layoff. Loves it fresh, but will need his A game to win this one. Number 6, Excessive Force, to turn the tables of number 8 in round 2 encounter. That's Awesome Treasure. Number 4, Drummer Boy. Number 5, Ras Emanuel. Sparkle Diamond, number 10, for the lower exotics. Race number 9. And this race is the feature race, the Titania Trophy. Titania, a very small filly owned by Mr. Chen, trained by Michael Severo. George O'Sang rode his horse. This horse won the Oaks when she was a 3-year-old. This race is 5.5 furlongs or 1,100 meters, and it's for native bred 3-year-olds. It's a restricted race, restricted to fillies who've never won 2 races. 16 declared. Number 2, Turn on the Light. Trainer Gary Griffith's stable is in good form, so remember this one in your low exotics. Number 3, Let's Get It On. Looking much better, much focused since last race. Don't expect this horse to win, but could be at good odds in your middle order exotics. Number 6, Mum, stablemate of Let's Get It On. This well-bred filly by Sensational Slam out of St. Cecilia has settled down and is ready to show her worth. Number 9, Show Curling, can get into the lower exotics. Number 10, Rocket Lily, very consistent in her speed. Paper light too, and can be part of the top 3 or 4. Anyway, number 6, Mom. Number 9, Show Curling. Number 10, Rocket Lily. Number 3, Let's Get It On. Number 2, Turn on the Light. Who knows? Maybe Spencer Chung can run the Cruella or the Exactor. Well, it should be the Exactor more than, number 6, Mom. From number 3, Let's Get It On. For those who play the exotics, they could, 3, 6, and 9 are popular, a combination for a top 3 slot. So 6, Mom, 3, Let's Get It On, 9, Show Curling, 10, Rocket Lily, 2, Turn on the Light. You can try that way. That's the final race? Yes, it is. Remember, experience the taste of pure water. Jamaica's pure pride bottled water. Wear your mask, practice social distancing, sanitize your hands. Ask others to subscribe to the Open Gate Show. Then you will know what is happening in our local horse racing. And I hope that it will help you with your wagering tomorrow. It should have helped you somewhat for the race being gone. That was on Saturday. Anyway, take care. Join me Friday when the Open Gate Show will again try to help you.